Hello everyone, my name is Smithy and welcome back to another Leagues IV Trailblazer Reloaded video. Today we are going to be taking a look at the rewards that are going to be up for grabs for after the event or after the leagues that you can use to spend your league points on. Little bit of new information, I don't know how new it is, but the way that they're doing the points system this year is previous leagues to get, say, Dragon Cup, you needed to be in a top percentile of the player base. This time around, there's a fixed point kind of threshold that you need to get to, which means that, you know, you've got a number to aim for. There can be a lot more people getting Dragon this time around, potentially. But it also means that if you're going to be using multiple accounts, you get your main to where you want to get to, like Dragon. Most people, I think, would be aiming for Dragon. And then you can go and work on your other accounts if you really want to. Maybe try out some new builds, try out some new areas, etc., etc. But today, we're going to be looking at the rewards. Now, there are some really, really, really cool ones. Really cool ones. We've got 9 of them, and they're all like kind of a fire-based theme, which is really sick. Now, the first thing we're going to start off with is something that we get every leagues, and that is the league's outfit. So the Trailblazer Reloaded outfit looks as so. I've made it small so it can go on the board, which is absolutely shit on the resolution. But anyway, always the league's outfits are themed to the league that we're taking part in. They're kind of a staple. There's 3 different tiers, like I said. And, yeah, you need to, you know, get more points to buy the third one. And a little bit less for the second and pennies for the first one. Really cool. The outfits, you know, they kind of get used for a little bit and then yeeted into your player-owned house. But I think they're a good benchmark to say maybe a C tier. I mean, it looks really cool, but in comparison to everything else, what you're going to be focusing your league points on. I'm not dogging on them. They look sick. But I think in comparison to everything else, C. You get them every year. We get them every year. Now, another thing that we get every year is the banner, which... Oh, okay. I thought I'd lost it then. Here is the banner. Again, something we get every year. They always look really cool. No one really walks around holding them, but they do look sick in your player-owned house. You can only set up 1 in your POH in the trophy room, which is a bit shit. But because the other ones just have to sit in your bank then. So I think for that, I think I'm going to put them in C tier as well, as there's something we literally get every year. So C tier for the banner. Again, looks very cool. I'm just thinking, by the way, ignore this being D. Imagine it's F. I didn't edit it to be F, but you get the idea. You get the idea. I think the banner, you know what? I'm going to move the outfit up to B, and I'm going to put a banner as C. It's not D because it doesn't look shit. Yeah, we'll put it as C. Another thing that I think we get most years, I'm pretty sure we do, is the home telly, which is going to be the home telly that the animation that you get during the league, which in this case is, it looks like we're kind of running into and then exploding, which is pretty sick, you know. The previous league ones have been pretty cool. Remember Shattered Relics, you'd sit down, you put your little relics down, and then you teleport off. Yeah, I think this is probably like a B tier. I think I'd probably use this one compared to... I think I've got the cow one set at the moment. You know, you boot a cow and then you teleport home. So yeah, I think we'll whack that in B tier. It's not something you're going to use all the time. I don't think I've used home teleport much recently, unless I've forgotten a teleport from somewhere. Yeah, B tier for the home teleport. The next one is sick. All right, the next one was a community, I guess, developed one, and that is the Din's Bulwark Ornament Kit, which looks like the shield from Inferno. It's sick, you know. Look at that. That is insane. Especially now we've got the Slayer helm that you can get from combat achievements, where it's like a Zuck helm. There's going to be some mad fashionscape going on with this. I'm torn between S and A. You know, because it's so big, it's going to straddle the line between the two of them. But yeah, I think it looks sick. Yeah, the colours are sick. Like the bottom of it looks like it's been dipped in lava, bruv. It's sick. He's sick. The only problem is he's got to get a DINS, which, I mean, you could buy one if you're an account that's allowed to use the GE. But for us Iron gamers, got to get lucky at Chambers. So, yeah, that's why it's not a full S. It's a SA. It's a SA. It's a, it's a SA. Okay, so next one is, I think, by far my favourite. If you've heard of a little old snake called Zulrah, you'll know that Zulrah has a certain range weapon, and that is the Blowpipe. Now, there's no current ornament kit for the Blowpipe, but you can obviously get the mutagens for the Serp Helm. Now, there has been discussion in the past of being able to use those mutagens on your Blowpipe, seeing as, you know, it's the same bloody thing as your Serp Helm. It's come from Zulrah. Why can't you use the mutagens on them? But I think this is a really cool way to introduce an ornament kit into the game for the Blowpipe. For me, this is the one that I'm going to be spending my points on. Just look how cool it is. It's bloody red and yellow. I love me some yellow. And I think for me, S tier, baby. S tier. S tier. Definitely going to be picking that up. It just looks really clean as well. I know obviously that's a concept art. It's not how it's actually going to look. It just looks sick. It looks like you've killed a lava, like not a lava dragon, but some sort of infernal dragon, or an infernal snake, because you know it is made of Zulrah scales, skin. Yeah, skin. Lizards have skin. Yes, they do. Can confirm. Lizards have skin. Who says you don't know anything on this channel? Eh? Who says you don't know anything? Lizards have skin. On that note, next one. This is another really cool one, and it is a ornament kit for the rejuvenation pool, the highest tier of the rejuvenation pool in the player-owned house. Now, it does mean that you're gonna have to, you know, make it. So it does require quite a high construction level. But you know, construction is one of the ones you're going to buy. You know, sink some cash into it. So I think for that reason, because it's got like a bit of an entry level to use it, I think it's an A tier. I think it's above the outfit, it's above the animation for your home teleport. It's just gonna look sick. Like when you go back to the player-owned house, you're like, oh, got to top up my prayer, got to top up my health, dip your face in a fire. It's like a phoenix rising from the ashes. I don't know what Phoenix is, mate, but I assume it's yeah, some Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix kind of level commotion going on. You love to see it. You love to see it. The next one is another animation type, and that is the death animation. Now, this one is pretty sick, all right? So you can see that we've got two animations here. The first one is obviously death. And instead of just going and just falling into the ground, you burst into flames, bruv. You burst into flames. How sick is that? And then when you spawn back at Lumbridge or wherever your home is or whatever you call it, you burst out of a little fire, from a crouching man to a standing man, which I think is pretty sick. You know, I don't think have we had a death animation before? A new one? I don't think we have. It's a first of its kind. It's a debut animation style. I think I'd put this above the teleport home. Not that I die much. Good joke. But yeah, I think I'm going to put it in A, I think. Because it's 2 for 1. It's a death, it's a respawn. It's a 2 for 1 deal, you know? It's a 2 for 1 deal. The next one is another animation, and that is the Venge. Oh, I made this way too big. That is the Venge animation. So when you do your little Venge, little fiery skull, which is pretty cool. You know, is it as cool as bursting into flames? Is it as cool as running into flames? Probably not. I'm not going to straddle it. It's going to sit at B, I think. It's a cool one. It's not one you're probably going to use a lot, unless you cast Venge a lot, which fair enough if you do. You're a bigger gamer than I. Yeah, flaming skulls. It's pretty metal. Hell yeah. I love me some metal. And then the other one, or the last one, I should say, you know, we're on the 9th one, is another animation. But this one's actually quite cool. Again, it's another debut animation. And that is for alchemy. So instead of, you know, going bloom, bloom, and it does a little glow, you clap your hands together, fire. You're literally turning your 12 rune plate bodies that you've just got from Gauntlet, fucking fire clap them into 40k or whatever it is, which is cool. It's pretty cool. It does put me in mind of the animation for, what do you call it? You know, where you smelt ore. It's very similar to that. You know, it's very similar concept because you do a similar thing. But I think B is going to be very top loaded, but I think it's a B tier for that one as well. Yeah, apply transformation, Photoshop. Cheers, mate. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. It's very animation heavy, but I'm not complaining at that. It makes things a little bit more spicy, a little bit more interesting. It'd be cool to see proper like in-game items of how these are going to look. You know, I'm moving that fucking dins up, man. I'm moving that. Sod this straddling. Shit will get off the pot. S tier. Up to S. It looks sick. Look at it. Baller. Well, my microphone's going to make a massive creak. There we go. Yeah, I am a fan of pretty much all of these. Well, all of them, you know. I'm going to be hopefully trying to buy all of them. Do I think they're better in compared to last year's rewards? I mean, we had the rune crossbow last year with a little fire on it. I still think the best item ever is the Slayer Helm one, but it's bullshit that you need to pay Slayer points to put it on, or to, you know, use the Ornament Kit. Why? You've already bought it. Why? It's like taxation in the UK. We're not going to get into that. I'm not going to talk about taxation in an old school RuneScape video. Come on now. But it's double dipping points that you have to spend. I don't like that. But anyway, I think this is a pretty good list. I think we've got a very nice set of items here. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay safe and stay tuned for more Leagues content. Drop a subscription. It really helps. Bye!